Deadpool, ladies and gentlemen, from a lot of different sources, it is confirmed to be and still rated R coming out of Disney. Now, it's important to state here, a lot of people are of the mind that Disney does not release R-rated movies. That is not true. The way that they actually released R-rated movies was through smaller subsidiary production houses, such as Miramax, Touchstone. Now, if you know those studios, you now know that a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies are released through Miramax. And if you didn't know that now, if you didn't know this then, you know this now. Disney owned Miramax during those times, so Disney has made Quentin Tarantino movies. They just didn't release R-rated movies under the Disney vernacular. And at this point, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't think it's not going to be an MCU movie. And like those movies, when you see those movies go on, it doesn't actually give you the big white palace that rises up and the music with the Disney. No, it just literally just says Marvel movie, right? So like I always knew that it was going to be rated R because I knew that Disney does do rated R movies. It's not like they haven't done it before. But the fact that it seems as though this is going to go full steam ahead with an R rating, I think under the MCU vernacular is a definite testament to the fact that this property is just that good, and they're just going to leave the things the way that they should be left. How well did you like the first Deadpool, Drew?
I loved both of them immensely. I thought they were great. I thought the story was good. I really loved the drama that Ryan Reynolds brought beforehand of making sure that he did justice to the Deadpool character. We all know the Wolverine story of how he hated that character,
absolutely,
and stuff.
Absolutely,
I think
absolutely.
I think it was so bad.
So bad.
I mean, Deadpool. I remember the drama, and I think you do too. Is like, when the Deadpool's domestic run ended after 126 days, it had 363.1 million. This was one of the highest at the time. It was the highest grossing R-rated film worldwide to ever open.
Yeah, so it hit hard, dude.
It was the biggest deal that an R-rated movie with a superhero in it could make money and could make things very intriguing for everybody. And then people followed suit with things like, I know wasn't there a Marvel movie that was R-rated?
I believe there was, I don't know. Yes, Wolverine. Wolverine was rated R.
Yes.
Yes, the Wolverine. It's not the Wolverine. Sorry, Logan. The third last Wolverine movie.
Yeah,
Logan was rated R.
Logan, when Logan came out, it was said to take that precedent, you know what I mean? And then and then I believe Birds of Prey followed suit as well.
It did. It was rated R.
And so that they and then obviously Deadpool 2
and Joker. You can actually say that too.
So the DC universe has gotten wind of this.
Yes. And this was definitely all from definitely Deadpool helped break that mold. Along with the really good reception that Logan got too.
I will say, to get to this point, I just don't want us to forget about Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2.
Kick-Ass.
Because those are phenomenal movies. I think everybody will agree that those were phenomenal movies. And without Kick-Ass 2 here, we wouldn't have gotten to the point of Deadpool. Yeah. And it's just because we needed something. And I can say that for a lot of things, honestly. Without Kick-Ass, we wouldn't have this kind of reject superhero phenomena craziness that we do have. And I don't think we would have. What's the show on Hulu right now?
The Boys.
There's
The Boys on Amazon, which is fucking great. Also, Seth Rogen produced. Seth Rogen's gonna rule Hollywood one day because he's producing a lot of stuff right now.
But we wouldn't have and I'm so sorry that I don't know the names right now, but we wouldn't have The Boys from Amazon or the Netflix show about the other kind of other superhero kind of type show that's on Netflix. And like without those things gaining some popularity, I don't think we would have had those gaining popularity.
For sure. Kick-Ass definitely yes, just a seminal experiment, right? And just like absurdity, and it broke the mold. It was like a movie that definitely took the superhero genre and just like broke it and said, "Nah, let's do something different, yo. Let's make it realistic let's make a realistic superhero movie that takes place in reality and make it real fucking just wacky as hell." 100%, the great points that you brought up there, man. I do want to point out that it is also pretty much reported that, like we said earlier, the all-female 21 Jump Street being written by the I think it's Molyneux sisters. Yeah. It is reported that this movie, Deadpool 3, will also be written by those sisters. Which is, I guess, somebody really likes these guys. Somewhat like it is looking like they are.
I mean, have you watched Bob's Burgers?
Yes, of course.
Bob's Burgers is amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Apparently
they're gonna be. I mean, like, you got to think about like the original people who we have from The Simpsons. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know that like one of them was Conan O'Brien. Look at what he became.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Oh, also he's shutting down his talk show. He's moving over to HBO Max and doing some other kind of. He's David Lettermaning it now.
Letterman had too much success, man. So it's gonna. There's also rumors, and I don't know if this is true. You tell me. Actually, I heard Jon Stewart might be coming behind a desk again.
Yes, I heard that too. I think also it's either Apple or HBO Max, but I think he's also starting to do. He's going to do some kind of topical show again. Yeah, he's getting back on there. I'm excited for that.
I think this new series from David Letterman, he had some controversial, not controversial, but he had some amazing. I mean, Obama, Kim Kardashian is the one that shows up on Netflix all the time. And Dave Chappelle. There was some really good stuff, and
for sure.
I always say you got to thank the successor. Like I've been preaching this whole thing, and you got to thank comedian cars and
comedians in cars getting coffee. Yeah,
you got to thank Seinfeld, because without Seinfeld, I feel like David Letterman just like popped on the first episode of Seinfeld. Was like, are you kidding me? I can do this.
Yeah, for sure. A really good one, kind of a side note here. The David Letterman Netflix show, the one with Dave Chappelle is really good. Dude, Dave Chappelle is just a shit when he's on stuff, but the interview with him is really, really spectacular. For as far as Deadpool 3, man, I'm glad that it's rated R. I know it was going to be that way. I'm excited to see these sisters who are like apparently killing it in the scene. Like people like their writing. They're about to do some really major tentpole movies here. I'm excited to see what they do. I hope I'm pronouncing their name right. It is Molyneux.
I feel like it has to be Molyneux, right? Like
Molyneux, the Molyneux sisters.
Like Molyneux. I don't know. Molyneux. It has to be around there. I don't think you were doing a bad job. I think it was.
Yeah. But
like
shout out to them for having a fucking solid news cycle and fucking getting on the scene, bro. I'm excited I'm truly excited for more female voices to get into this into the major scene, man. Because it's just all about a diversity of thought, man. The more diversity of thought you bring into anything, it just gets better. And I'm happy we're living in that world now where like Hollywood is just like, inclusion, baby, it's happening and we're doing it. Like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. On that note,
does Deadpool, like, it's not Fox that's releasing the Deadpool,
no,
right?
No, Disney bought Fox. It is now, Fox Studios is now owned by Disney.
Thank you. Just because a year ago, however we say it, the Molyneux sisters signed a 3-year overall deal with 20th Century Fox. So this could very well be under that contract.
Okay.
So the duo, from my research right here, man, like the duo signed a contract with 20th Century Fox. And I bet you, because Disney inherited that contract, they are going to make money off of it. They're not going to shy away. They got 1 year left. They're going to milk it for all it. They're gonna Drake the crap out of it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Dude, good for them, man. Good for them. And like that, yeah, that, I know that's kind of hard to kind of realize, but yes, 20th Century Fox was bought by Disney, which is now how we are going to get X-Men from, because they're going to be entering the MCU in some capacity as well. But like, so the way the deal worked out, they bought and are now control of all of the movie properties and all of the TV properties. The only thing that they didn't retain is Fox Sports, and I don't think Fox News is part of it either. So Fox News and Fox Sports are all still part of the old leadership, right? But all of the Fox television stuff and all of the Fox movie stuff is now owned by Disney. Yeah, man, I think we did it, man.